Hey, you guys! I just wanted to take a moment to share my heart. I first of all want to tell you that I love you. I mean, I actually love you and I care for you. That I consider being your pastor one of the greatest privileges that I will ever have in my life. I don't take being a pastor lightly at all. It is one of the most humbling things that anyone could ever journey through. Your Christianity just goes to a whole different place when you pastor and care for others. And with that, I wanted to clarify something because God is doing a lot of great things at our church. And I wanted to let you know that my love for you stems from my love from God and also what God has called me to. That you guys are sheep. I'm a sheep too. An under shepherd though. Christ is the shepherd, and I'm like that under shepherd that Christ has kind of said, "Hey, help me co-lead this flock." And I want you to know that if there is anything that you need, if you have questions, if you have concerns, things that you want to grow in, you want clarity on something that we're doing, I'm here for you. I'm your pastor, and I love you. And I know what it's like to maybe sometimes have a pastor. I'm not saying any other pastor at this church before were like this, but I do know that there are pastors that kind of make you feel like you're bothering them or that they're too busy for you. I want you to know my life is like yours. I have schedules and I have things that deadlines and things that I have to do and a whole lot of stuff. But that doesn't mean I can't fit you in. That doesn't mean that we can't have a time to talk. That's what I'm here for. It's not just my job to save people, but to disciple people. Now, granted, at this church, we have a lot of great men and women that sometimes can answer a lot of these questions or take over from where maybe you start with me that have gifts and talents to help you grow. But I beg of you, I implore you, please don't ever let the thought that Pastor Chuck is too busy for you or that you would bother Pastor Chuck ever enter into your head. I can promise you that is not my pastoring style. That is not my heart. That's not even biblical. I love you. You are my precious sheep. I'm one of you. I'm an under shepherd. I'm no better than you. But part of the gift and the talent and the calling that I have is to be there for you. Some of the things I've learned and been trained in can be a benefit to you, just like some of your gifts benefit me too. And so if there's anything of the role that I play or my experience with Christ can be a blessing to you and help you to be able to engage this church more, to work through things that maybe even I'm initiating or challenging us in, I'm not offended. In fact, let me tell you this. Two things that would offend me is a question that's not asked, and if you want to come and or need to talk to me, but you don't because you think that I'm too busy. I'm not. If you ever are at that point and you're like, yeah, okay, I need help. I need to get with pastor on this, call the church. Make an appointment. See if I'm here. Let's make this happen. That's what it's about, guys. I love you. And if I've ever done anything to make it seem like that, I am sorry. And for any pastor or leader that's made you feel that way, I'm sorry. But I want to tell you there's a new sheriff in town, and the sheriff loves you, and he's here. And we are better together. And Jesus took the disciples with him and journeyed. And if I can do that with you, and you can help me do that with others, can you imagine what would happen to our cities over the next 25, 30 years? Can you just imagine what would happen to Southwest Iowa? And yes, Northeast Missouri, for some of you. I think we would see mass salvations and mass discipleship, and I think we would see relentless pursuit taking root. Guys, please trust me when I tell you that though I'm not perfect, I love you, and I'm here for you. Okay? Hopefully, you know that and you got that, and we'll journey in that. Have a very, very blessed day. God bless you, Pastor.